my channel. My name is Aries, and this is my journey to get fit-ish. It's taken a while, and it's gonna take a while, and I'm okay with that, but also, man, it sucks. So if you've been following along with my journey, you know I'm out of shape. Like, really, really, really out of shape. I got a lot of work to do. And my main goal is to be able to get fit enough to complete a triathlon. And I know you're all thinking, yeah, right. You're not getting there. But I will. I promise. That is my goal, and I'm going to get there. Also, if you've been watching, you realized I just tried to do the treadmill challenge, 12, 3, 30. I tried and failed miserably. But I'm not gonna let it keep me down. So my goal was to be able to get up, to be able to just do it one way through at least once a week. And then eventually I'd add in maybe multiple times a week like they actually suggest. Because they actually suggest you do it 5 times a week. 5! And I would love to be able to do that, but I'm out of shape. We just talked about that. So it's gonna take me some time to be able to even do it once, let alone multiple times. So I'm gonna try and do what I can to build up the ability to do so. I already know I can walk for 30 minutes. That's simple. I'm pretty sure I can handle walking at 3 miles an hour. I mean, that's a comfortable pace. So what I think I'm getting hung up on is the incline. So I'm gonna try and slowly build up to the incline. So we're gonna work at it and see what helps get you from not being able to do it to being able to complete it. And hopefully, if you're struggling too, these little changes that I'm gonna make or try out will help you get from not being able to complete the 12, 3, 30 to getting all the way there, because we're in this together, right? So today I'm gonna do a 30-minute walk on the treadmill at 3 miles an hour, but I'm not gonna go to 12 on the incline. I'm gonna maybe do, let's go like a quarter of the way. We're gonna do an incline of like 4. Yeah, 4 sounds nice. I know that's not a quarter. I'm not great at maths. Is it a quarter? No, it's not a quarter. Listen, I don't need to know quarters and whatnot. That's what my boyfriend's for. So we're gonna go to a 4 incline today and see how that works out. I think I'm gonna be able to do it, but hey, I've been wrong in the past, and I need to be more humble and realize I'm out of shape. It's gonna take me a while to be able to do the things I used to be able to do. And it's not impossible, and it's not impossible for you either. So we're gonna work at it, and we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Even if I'm up in weight, we're gonna get there. So let's get walking, because we got half an hour on the clock. It's only been 3 minutes and this already feels very manageable. I might be a little low on the incline, but we don't know until we actually get further into it whether it's gonna be good, challenging, or not enough. So I'm still gonna stick with the 4% incline, and we're gonna do this for the full half an hour because it's all about building up the ability to do more. So 4% is still way more than being flat, and we gotta work up in baby steps. If we go too much too soon, well, you know what happens. You end up jumping off the treadmill at 15 minutes in, dying, wanting to puke, crying, and being completely humiliated. And we don't want to do that again, right? So we're just gonna stick with this. 1/3 of the way in. That's math I can do. And I'm starting to sweat a bit. I'm definitely not anywhere near as out of breath as I was first time around. Mind you, trying to talk right now doesn't help. But definitely feeling it. So the incline of 4 is actually a little more of a workout than it felt at first. So don't underestimate things. Give it a try all the way through. All right, 10 minutes left. And I'm feeling like it's a good workout. I think I can push more tomorrow, but this is a great starting point, and you might have to adjust. Maybe you start with 2% incline, or maybe you start with 5 or 6. It's all up to you. The point is starting with something a little bit lower. Make sure that you can get the entire time frame done without having to take a break before you up it. Okay, so that's day 1. I stayed at 4% incline the entire time, but I made it all the way to 30 minutes. Yeah, without taking a break. That's exciting! And I'm still sweating. My legs still feel like they got worked out. Like, this is definitely a good place to start, which is awesome. Now I want to say, I am not a personal trainer. Like, clearly, we know that. I'm not a health professional. I'm not a doctor. I'm not anybody who knows anything about anything. Clearly, we understand that with how I just did fractions earlier. I'm me. This is just my process that I'm gonna try. I'm not saying you should do it and that you're capable of doing it. I'm just saying this is what I'm doing it, and if you want to do it too, great. But don't come at me if you think I'm like wacko because I know I'm wacko. I'm not a professional. This is just me, and this is what I'm gonna do to try and build up to being able to do 12% at 3 miles an hour for 30 minutes. Okay? Okay? Don't come at me. We got this. All right, so I'm gonna try this again tomorrow. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I think I'm probably gonna do 4% for 10 minutes, and then go up to 8% for 10 minutes, and then back down to 4% for 10 minutes. See how that goes. If it works, great. If it doesn't, well, now we know, and then we adjust and see what else to do. But that's what I'm gonna try. Okay, so today is day 2. I'm working towards being able to do the 12-3-30 challenge. Yesterday, I did 30 minutes at 4% incline straight through, and although I could feel it, it wasn't enough of a workout. So today it was time to challenge myself. We started off with 4% for the first 10 minutes, which felt easy. I was able to do this no problem. So then for the next 10 minutes, I upped the incline to 8%. This was much more of a workout. I definitely felt it right away. My legs felt it, but more importantly, my lungs felt it. My heart rate shot up, and this was a workout for sure. I definitely think I can do a little bit more than 8%, but I don't want to push it too early. And by the end of the 10 minutes, I was huffing and puffing and super glad to be going back down to 4%, which is what I finished out the last 10 minutes for. I was very, very glad to get this last 10-minute break at 4%. My legs relaxed a bit, my breathing came back down, and so did my heart rate very quickly. So I'm thinking going forward, I'm going to start off slightly higher and maybe just up everything just a bit. And we'll see how that goes, because this was definitely more of a workout. I wasn't pushed to my exact max, but I definitely struggled. So we're definitely getting closer to getting to 12-3-30, and it's all a process. But I'm glad with how today went. Okay, so day 3, we're gonna try something a little bit different today. I think I'm gonna just slowly inch higher and higher and higher, closer to the 12% incline. So I'll start at like a 4 or a 5, and then maybe like 5 minutes in, go up a percent, 5 minutes up, 5 minutes up, and see how that goes. If I have to take a break because it gets too hard, I'll just start working back down in percentage, and I'll let you know at the end what it ended up being. But I think that's what the game plan for today is, because yesterday, the solid chunk of each was challenging, but I don't know if it's enough to build up endurance to be able to get all the way to the top. So we're gonna try this out. Whew. Okay, so that was a slow build, and I am now literally dripping in sweat, like I'm glistening. I started at a 5% incline for 5 minutes, and then I went up 1% incline every 5 minutes. So I ended the last 5 minutes at 10% incline. The difference between 5% and 6% and 6% and 7%, I couldn't really feel anything. It almost felt like it hadn't moved. I started to feel the difference between 7 and 8. There was a huge difference between 8 and 9, and a massive difference between 9 and 10. That's when 8, 9, and 10 is when things started to like hurt. But like good hurt, you know? Like where you want to keep pushing through it, but you also could quit and be okay with it. But full 30 minutes, no breaks, and I felt really good about that. I feel like that was a better workout than the last workout I just did. So we'll see if I can do like a combination of the two. So maybe next time it will be like, have a base level of like 5 or 6%, and then jump up, jump down, jump up, jump down, and see if that helps. I'm just trying a whole bunch of different things, and in hopes that eventually, soon, I can do the whole thing at 12%, because I want to be able to say I can do it so bad. Okay, so today we are going to try something a little different. I think I'm going to go with like a baseline of like a 6, and then I'm going to kick it up all the way to like a 10, 11, or 12 for as long as I can take it, bring it back down to a 6 just until I feel okay again, and then straight back up into those high numbers, and try and spend as much time as possible at the top end and see if that helps me get to be ready enough to do 12 for the whole way through. Because I gotta be honest, guys, it's looking hard to achieve, even though I've done it once kind of in a way with big breaks and almost died. But knowing how hard it was to just hit 10 for the last 5 minutes, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to achieve this. So this is the game plan for today. Let's hope it works out. All right, 15 minutes in. Did the first 5 minutes at 6% incline, and then I've been at 10 for the last 10 minutes. I think I could probably push myself a little bit further doing 10, but this is practice, and if I'm not going to do 12 the whole time, let's not kill myself, right? So I'm going to bring it back down to 6% for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to try 11 or 12. Going like crazy. I'm going for 12. All right, 5 minutes in, at 12, I gotta bring it down. I'm only gonna come back down to a 10. 2 minutes. Still at 10%. This sucks. Okay. That was tough. I don't know where to go from here. I don't know what's gonna get me closer, what's gonna keep me far away. I wish I was a personal trainer for more than just this, but yeah, I don't know. I'll try and figure it out. Maybe I'll do some research and see what the next walk brings. Right now, I'm gonna do a cool down walk because finishing at 10% incline, my legs are on fire. Okay, we're gonna do some more walking. It looks like this is going to be a lot longer of a process than I thought it was going to be, so it might have to be a to be continued. But we're going to keep walking and we're going to keep working towards being able to do the 12-3-30 all the way through like a real person. I want to be a real boy. So without further ado, I'm going to walk again for another day. So I went for a run yesterday. My legs are super sore, so I ended up just staying at a 5% incline for the entire 30 minutes. And my legs are still sore. I still got a huge sweat on, and I still feel like it's progress towards what my goals are. So we're gonna keep working at this. It might take a few weeks. I definitely need to be a little more consistent with it, which is part of my goals moving forward. We've got smaller goals to reach, but it's all gonna get me there. This is gonna be kind of like a little mini series, I guess. I mean, getting up to 12-3-30 isn't gonna happen overnight, and it definitely hasn't happened in the time frame that you've seen so far. So we're just gonna keep working at it. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching it, and hopefully it helps you reach your goals of hitting 12-3-30 as well. Because I can't be the only one that's struggling with this, right? Right? So welcome to the mini series of let's get to 12-3-30 and be like those other girls and guys. But thanks for joining me, guys. Hope you enjoy this, and we'll see you again soon. Have a great day.